Sometimes there are things you just can't look away from, such as dumpster fires or the downfall of creators. In today's video, we are covering one such downfall. The creator we are covering is a VTuber known as Gumpai, and her specific niche, which is known as the girlfriend experience, which is something I don't really understand and really didn't know anything about before going into this. As of recording, she has been a part of two major controversies that ended her career as a VTuber. The first one of these controversies includes a plushie maker by the name of GOOOO, and the second one revolves around her whole girlfriend experience she delivers. If you are unfamiliar with who Gumpai is, or if you're only familiar with her newer controversy, you're probably wondering how a plushie was the start of her downfall. Well, around the end of November 2024, an artist on Twitter known as LPT GOOOO was commissioned by one of Gumpai's fans to make a plushie of her model. When the commission was finished, GOOOO ended up with a couple extra plushies, so they decided to go to Gumpai's Discord to see if any of her fans would want to buy any of the extra plushies. It would seem Gumpai took a major issue with this and complained on Twitter about it. When I say major problem, I mean she took major problem with it, like someone kicking her dog kind of major problem. The self-entitled Gumpai started off by calling out GOOOO on Twitter. In this initial tweet, she accused GOOOO of going into VTuber Discords to steal a person's character to make profit off of. On top of the initial tweet, Gumpai also linked GOOOO's Twitter multiple times, with the only thing I can think of wanting to do that for is to send a hate mob their way. Even after GOOOO apologized for what they did and gave their reasons, Gumpai doubled down on their accusations of them. Seeing as this is a video about Gumpai's downfall, you could probably assume no one was happy about what she was trying to do to GOOOO. After she doubled down, I would say she even tripled down not even 10 minutes later by saying her character was getting ripped for profit while she wasn't even getting anything for free. And that's what most people seem to think she has a problem with. The fact she didn't get any of the plushies for free. It's funny that she mentions not getting stuff for free because she has both a Throne and a Ko-fi account. And on both of these websites, before she purged both of them, it looks like she did get a bunch of free stuff. And all these free items came as gifts from her fans. Both of these accounts included some cinnamon roll merchandise, whatever that is, a Dyson vacuum, like just a straight Dyson vacuum, and some food like Lay's chips. Community Notes on Twitter did a very good job cooking her whenever she was making all these accusations. I'm going to put a couple of those community notes on screen now. When all of this was going down, a few YouTubers made videos on her, one of which was Desu and another one is Mijin. Their videos are where I got a bulk of my information from. I'll leave links to their videos as well as other videos that I used in the description below. Speaking of Rev, Gumpai actually did a reaction to Rev's video on her stream.
And the plush doesn't even look as good as the Phase Connects one. Like, this one is literally just felt. But the other fucking plushies other people got are, like, crocheted. And it's, like, nice. Like, I feel like the people hating on me didn't even look at the plushie. Like, this plushie is fucked up. It literally has Down syndrome. He half-assed it in the name of profit. Like, he just wanted to make money off me. Like, he does not give a shit about, this guy does not give a shit about me. He just wanted money.
In her reaction to Rev's video, she had the opportunity to apologize to GOOOO for what she said and did originally, but instead she chose to quadruple down this time. In her reaction, she does nothing but rant about the quality of the plushie as well as the fact it was just made for profit. In some of her many rants on Twitter about this, she made some racist remarks toward GOOOO which the community wasn't very fond of hearing. While Gumpai was being bullied by Twitter, she for some reason thought it would have been a good idea to promote her GOOOO merch drop, which was dropping in the next day. The funny part about that is, if you go to GOOOO today, there is no sign of Gumpai ever being on this website. We can only assume GOOOO dropped her the second this controversy started. It would seem she did have her own merch store on top of this, I can't find any records of it, so I'll just play a clip from a Mijin video.
But guys, don't worry, you can still support Gumpai directly even today. She has her own merch store on Creator Spring. So I mean, let's check it out. I'm sure it'll be awesome. Way better than that knockoff plushie she hated, right? You know what? I might even buy something if it's that high quality. I might even actually purchase... I'm sorry, is that a sticker? For 28 euros? That's a sticker! A sticker! That's tiny as hell for 28 euros? Nah, that's crazy, dude. Like, how shameless can one person be? Oh my god.
At the quote-unquote end of this controversy, Gumpai was cancelled, but she did still have a loyal set of followers who stayed with her for her girlfriend experience. GOOOO, on the other hand, exploded from 4,000 followers to 10,000 followers in one day. While the plushie controversy did not put a nail in the coffin on her career, this next one dropped a rock on it. And this rock came in the form of Discord leaks. These Discord leaks would shatter her whole girlfriend experience. To better understand this whole girlfriend experience, I'm going to play a clip from Desu that explains it.
The girlfriend experience. It's typically like a LARP between the VTuber and their community where maybe they refer to their followers as their boyfriends or husbands or whatever, but that's all it's supposed to be, like an on-stream LARP for whatever their channel's trying to do. And unfortunately for Gumpai, they go way beyond that to some very parasocial levels that would backfire horribly. Now let's talk about the girlfriend experience for just a second. It is something that can be very powerful, but also can have devastating results and basically consequences if you break the fantasy for some of these people.
Seeing as what you just heard, can you guess what those Discord leaks had? If your guess was that she had a boyfriend behind the scenes the whole time, you would be right. Seeing as she took the whole girlfriend experience niche to the extreme, you can guess her career just exploded. It didn't explode in a good way, it exploded in a very bad way for her. These Discord leaks came out a few short months after the whole plushie debacle. After the Discord leaks came out, she either purged, privated, or deactivated all but one of her accounts. There are some good reasons to think this alternate account is hers and not some random person's. Looking at this account's past posts, you can find some that are strangely linked to Gumpai. This second post you can't actually find on the Twitter anymore. If you look at the Twitter on the post from December 3rd, 2024 and her current actual name on Twitter, they are the exact same. This post directly links Gumpai's Throne account. This is why I think this account and Gumpai are related. Anyways, let's just dive down this rabbit hole of Gumpai's girlfriend experience. Multiple instances online can be found where she claims she is dating her community and loves them. A lot of this behavior can be recorded as happening as early as September, just a couple of months before the whole plushie situation. In one of the many posts where she insists that she's your girlfriend, she answers some questions. The first one of these questions just simply asks how old she is, and she says she's born in the year 2000. The second one, on the other hand, is not as normal. In this second question, someone is asking if they could send intimate photos of themselves, like D-pics and tributes. I'm just going to pop in here real quick and ask why. I thought the glass jar thing was a joke. Anyways, her answer was in support of sending these types of pictures to her, as well as saying she enjoys seeing them and mentioning she does archive these. Once again, I'm going to pop in here and ask, why would you send these types of pictures? They can be used as blackmail. She has also said she would use these as her own personal material. I'm sure you can assume what that means. In another one of these posts, she can be noted as saying she wants to be a really good girlfriend for you. One who can give you a good time no matter what. There are also some very weird posts on here that I'm not going to read aloud, just for my own sanity. But I'll leave it on screen so you can pause it if you want to read it for yourself. It can be noted on several occasions Gumpai discouraged her fans from having partners in real life or talking about other women. She said she feels that her fans are cheating on her if they do. She went as far to block every single female name in her Discord server. Speaking of Gumpai's Discord server, she would flirt with her fans in call, as well as do sleep calls to prove she didn't have a boyfriend or anything. On the Discord, she apparently had a joke boyfriend application that had some very interesting questions in it. A couple of the questions on this joke application included asking if you were a virgin, how many partners you've had, how long your last relationship was, what the dimensions of your pie stick are, I'm sure you can assume what that means, as well as asking if you were circumcised and how often you gump. I'm also sure you can assume what that means. For some reason, another question on this application included what your ethnicity was, promising she wasn't a racist, but I'm not so sure about that. It would seem at some point the sleep calls in the Discord stopped happening, after which fans started becoming suspicious of her. When looking back at some of her old tweets, it would appear that her plan the whole time was to cultivate an unhealthy parasocial attachment that her fans would have for her. Apparently, her plan succeeded, as it would seem some of her fans thought she cared about them more than their IRL boyfriends or girlfriends. She would boast of the fact she gets her followers to fall in love with her and donate a lot of money to her, as well as chastise other VTubers to not have a boyfriend in secret, which, knowing what we know now, is pretty ironic. I've rambled on for long enough. Let's actually talk about some of these Discord leaks. In this first screenshot we're going to be looking at, Gumpai just straight up says this Cami Vatrance person is her boyfriend. In this next screenshot we're going to be looking at, we can assume the account named Friendcell belongs to Gumpai because of the name of the Discord chat. In this screenshot, the account can be quoted as saying that she is not going to be telling her community that she is TwitchCon because they'd kill her for having a boyfriend. In these screenshots, we can also see that she started getting super detached from her community once she started getting close to Cami. Detached as in trying to stop the parasocial behaviors such as the sleep calls. It can also be inferred from these screenshots that she obviously never really cared about her community in the way she said she did. And she only did it for the money and followers it would bring. After these leaks came out, she nuked her whole Discord server, leaving a crater in her fans' hearts. Speaking of deleted or purged things, let's start talking about her accounts again. As stated earlier, she either deactivated or privated all of her accounts. This includes the main Gumpai account, which she deactivated. At the time of recording this video, she has reactivated it, but she privated it. I am not going to be following any of her accounts to see what she is posting. Now let's talk about her last current public account. This account's @ is R18Soda and goes by RetardedGF. This account, as you can probably infer from the @ is an 18+ account. The majority of the activity on this account is either posting and sharing pictures or promoting her Fansly account. This account also has a new Throne account linked to it as well. The items on this account consist of more cinnamon roll merchandise. I know it's just one Google search away, but I still have no idea what cinnamon roll is. Another reason we can assume this account to be hers is because in the Discord leaks, she can be quoted as saying, "Time to Fansly Max." I know nothing in the Discord leaks actually specifies an account, but with the aforementioned proof, I am pretty confident this account is hers. We can use the story of Gumpai as a textbook of what not to do. From both her actions and reactions, almost nothing she did was good. As stated earlier, I will post my sources for everything in the description below. On that note, this is where this video is going to end. If any more information regarding Gumpai comes out, I'll probably make another video on it. Alright, I know I said I was done, but there is a couple more things I want to go over. When I was done editing, I decided to go look over all of her accounts again. And I did notice a couple weird things that I wanted to bring up real quick. Blue Sky, only one post. Twitter, still privated. Everything purged off her Kick account, minus, for some reason, these couple clips. Did look like she got a proper model at the end, so good for her, but still, terrible person. But on her YouTube, she forgot to delete all the posts. And looks like on all of them, she forgot to disable the comments on them. Or she deleted all the comments and disabled them on all of them except 2 of them. which we're going to look at those real quick. This post where the comments are turned off, around the time the plushie situation happened, she talked about people making promotional videos of her. I doubt those were real promotional videos, as well as her not succumbing to social pressures. Yeah, this one has the comments turned off. But on this post, it's her talking about her 11-hour stream. Some of the comments are still trying to bring up the plushie situation. This post was about 3 months ago. Don't know the exact day because it doesn't give me the date. But a couple of these are, well, there's this is the only one that brings up the drama on this one. And this next post is real peculiar to me, mainly because a lot of the comments are still cooking her, even though she is hearting them. For plushie incident, cousins don't find Twitter. Was that the only one? I thought there were more on here talking about the plushie situation. Whatever, doesn't matter. But on this post specifically, she says that she is 19 only once in her life. But if we go to looking at this post on her Tumblr that I was showing earlier, it says she was born in the year 2000. And this post on her Tumblr was from September 14th, 2024. I don't know about you, but I graduated high school, so I can do that math. At that point in time, she was at least 24 years old. So someone's lying somewhere on that. Be it she's 19 and she lied about what year she was born on this, or she's lying about how old she is here. She's lying somewhere. That just gives me a whole nother reason not to believe anything she says ever again. Anyways, this is the real end. Bye-bye.